This really makes me upset as a former high school teacher and current college professor, okay? There's a substitute teacher who goes into a classroom and erases the regular teacher's Black Lives Matter sign and writes All Lives Matter. You the damn substitute. Now, obviously you have a level of privilege here and lack of professionalism rarely seen inside of a classroom. So let me give you the background. A white substitute teacher took down a Black Lives Matter sign that was hanging in a classroom and then proceeded to write All Lives Matter on the whiteboard. Took down the sign of the regular teacher and then wrote All Lives Matter on the whiteboard, despite the fact that the sign was originally placed there by the actual teacher, the regular teacher of that class. A viral video shows the substitute teacher freaking out after a black student erases the board, okay? And challenges the nature of why the substitute did what she did, all right? Here it is, here's some of the video.
It's okay, we'll just do our best. Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna have to send you to the office because that is my whiteboard because I am the teacher today. Okay, can you please take your things and head to the office?
Yes, I will. Very much pleasant to know.
Okay, thank you.
Literally right here saying, oh yeah, like, oh, white lives matter. Nothing has happened to them. Nothing bad has happened.
Nothing bad has happened to a white person ever?
Okay, we're not talking about that. I'm just saying straight up. Were you a slave?
No, who sold who into slavery? Did you know African Americans sold African Americans into slavery? So I'd encourage you to go check with your history teacher and get that all straightened out.
History right now.
So you can learn history and how it truly unfolded.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Because that is true history.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Kate, if you are going to be in this room, you need to, that's totally fine, that is an option.
I'll go outside.
That is completely an option. That was stated at the beginning of class.
Thanks.
Let me point some things out here. That substitute teacher was completely wrong for erasing what is a de facto lesson for those students because the teacher, the regular teacher, decided to have a Black Lives Matter sign there. That is her classroom. That is not the substitute teacher's classroom. That is a violation, professional violation. When she said that's my whiteboard, no ma'am. It is not your whiteboard. It does not belong to you. You're the substitute teacher. And you're misusing the whiteboard. That's why the student got up and erased the mess you put up there. And let's talk about how wrong she is about who sold who, okay? Now she said African Americans sold African Americans. Okay, that's dumb as hell. I think she meant Africans sold slaves. I think that's what she meant, even though she didn't say that. Incorrect again. Now, based on the historical note, you have heard that there were Africans who were engaged in the slave trade. Well over 90% of those who were enslaved Africans were raided, were stolen, and also deceived into that marketplace. It was not some great commerce as some would like you to believe. So she's factually, historically inaccurate, but it is a narrative that she likes, and so she decides to promote it. We see it is what it is. While the teacher in question has not been identified, the original post claims she was removed from the classroom shortly after the incident. Good. All right, Francesca.
I need to see that video of the teacher being removed from the class. That is the most nightmare substitute teacher. I feel for those kids. You saw some of the kids going like, oh, making big eyes, like, where do I look? Where do I look? Where do I look? Having a substitute teacher is already bad enough. You're like, oh, here we go. As Alex, the producer, mentioned, it's usually just putting on a video and just watching a movie. And I was like, obviously she's gonna make everybody watch Dangerous Minds and be like, see, see, we save you people. You know, like that's where we're going. But like, the fragility, once again, just the amount of fragility that it takes to take down a sign, put up another sign, and just spout your sort of, again, kind of like white nationalist propaganda. Let's be real. The whole African sold slaves, is a clear talking point that has been used to basically deny the American slave experience and what we still owe the descendants. Anyway, I'm done. I know we got to wrap.
Well said.